how do you know if any of your customers are frustrated enough to take their money and go elsewhere?
Yeah, it's a good question, and it's sort of the eternal question within in banking about how you put together sort of predictive metrics. And it's hard. It's very hard because, as we know, nobody ever walks into a branch, cuts up their ATM card, and demands all their cash right there. Nobody does that. Maybe 100 years ago, but what happens now is when a customer is finally, frustrated enough, they get that straw that breaks the camel's back and decide to leave. They will slowly draw down their balances and slowly move their banking elsewhere. It's really hard to detect. You can't guess that if they decrease their balances by say 30%, that means they're leaving. It's really hard to detect. And that's because it's not that difficult. I mean, some people complain about it's difficult to change banks. It's actually not as difficult as people say because most households in this country have between two and three banking relationships. So they've already got a banking relationship. So it's relatively easy for them to start moving their money to other accounts. It's a hassle, but it's not starting from scratch for most banks. And if they have started moving their money to another bank, it's too late. There's not much you can do to save them unless that new bank screws up or isn't as good as they thought it would. Then you might be able to save them. So that's why it's really crucial to conduct ongoing market research amongst your own customers and to hear not just what are you happy about, but what are you unhappy about? What are you unhappy about enough that might make you leave? Everybody will complain about fees and technology, but is that really enough to make you leave? So you have to focus on your own customers and understanding what would make them leave before they leave. If they're already out the door, it's almost impossible to save. On the flip side, you also want to know how to attract the customers from your competitors, who are leaving that bank. And that's, you have to do the market research, the local market research to collect those pain points. What are the pain points that are making them leave? And can you be the solution to that pain point? Do you have the service levels that, would help them to be more comfortable switching to you? And also one other thing I should add is you also have to think about products that you're leading with, because at any one time, the research shows, and again, this is millions and millions of interviews, any one time, about 29%, give or take, of households are looking for a new banking product. And their current bank doesn't know about that. But they're looking for maybe a checking account or a new savings account or a CD or maybe a credit card or something like that. So if you lead with, hey, we're not only are we good at customer service, but we've got a great offer a new checking account, or we've got a fee-free savings account or something like that. So you can pair the two up about what we're good at, and here's a product to try us out. So that helps to attract new customers.